can be brutal, things can change, living day to day. You may want to heal yourself or your loved ones along the way. Whatever blessings life may shower, a sunrise, a sunset, or a perfect flower, we give thanks to a higher power. Welcome to the grateful hour. Welcome to the grateful hour.
We got the initiation to sing this song. Life can be brutal, things can change, living day to day. We're live, people.
You may want to
hear yourself on your loved ones along the way. Whatever blessings life may shower, a sunrise, a sunset, or a perfect flower, we give thanks to a higher power. Welcome to the grateful hour.
Welcome to the grateful hour.
Some of us are humming, some of us are humming. A place to get some help you need to share your love and life. Someone may know the answers for you to help to make things right. Whatever blessings life may shower, a sunrise, a sunset, or a perfect flower,
we give thanks
to a higher power.
Welcome to
Sing it,
the
ladies.
grateful hour.
Sing it and sing it and sing it hour. Without blame, without anger, without shame. Not bad, ladies. That's good. That's good. The engineer's giving us a thumbs up. Halfway thumbs up with his phone.
Kind of, sort of.
I love it. Lots of hugs, heart-to-heart hugs.
Thank you for Terry Charles.
Thank you for, my goodness, the hummer on my right. And to the whisper semi-singer to my left. And maybe my voice is overpowering because I'm experiencing a temporary symptom, which I have garlic all over my nose. And to tame it. Yeah, and my toes, because we do have a baby girl and we don't want to like cross-pollinate that to her. But she's been very jiving all day. And hey, thank you everyone for tuning in, brothers and sisters of the world. We are here. This is the Grateful Hour Show. And just as a reminder, the purpose and goal of the Grateful Hour Show is to help alleviate the sorrows of mankind. And it's alongside the leadership of intellectual councils of licensed mediums, doctors, artists, philanthropists, healers. My goodness, side by side with day-to-day people like you and I. And it's also guided by mindful musicianship that will inform and initiate change for our planetary evolution. And we are shifting more and more deeper into that change and that shift. And here we are. Our guest, our special, wonderful guest today is Anita Yardemian. In your own words, Anita Yardemian. Where do we even start? Because as a publicist, I don't want to even jump to that right now, but as a publicist, it's a play with word. It's a play with words, and you're assisting the public. And absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, right? And you weren't assisting the song earlier, but you are assisting the public. So I want to know what the difference. Nice. No, she was humming, she was leaning over, and she was shy about it. But there's more to the shyness that brings you here today, and we want to get to know you. Who is Anita Yardemian? In your own words, upbringing, just everything. I mean, well-traveled. Share a little bit of what we're about to conclude a little more through today, but yeah, please do so.
Thank you. You're in an Anita sandwich right now.
I know. My wife.
Yes, he's a big ham.
I know. I am a ham. Yeah. So yeah, but please.
Well, I think you nailed it when you said that I was shying away, because I think the reason why I chose what I chose as far as publicity is because I am a shyer. I tend to be on the shyer side of things, and so it's easy for me to push the public, and I stay behind while I keep pushing forward. But it's passion spoke to me at a very young age. As you had mentioned, an upbringing. I never had a clear vision as far as what I wanted to do. I just sort of followed where I was going. And that really took off a lot of pressure and lifted a lot of the stereotypical standards that a family would expect from a young girl pursuing school, or, growing up as a teenager and then hitting young adult. And I just continued doing what I was doing, and I enjoyed it, and I found a place for myself. And so for me now, all my worlds are coming together as far as my current profession, which is in publicity and luxury brands, and my love for music and my love for the arts. And we're living in a time where I'm able to really take everything that I've learned, take everything that I've experienced, and do something with it. And that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, and do something with it, meaning you yourself experiencing life, to do something with it, expressing yourself while you were 15, 16, mom and dad, whoever was around, pampering that energy. And they were acknowledging it, but not as a whole, because themselves, maybe so, within their upbringing, were feeling the same, maybe disconnect, temporary disconnect themselves, and they were seeing it in your eyes and your compassion towards your growth. And you were being called upon that, and the subculture part, way before that, the subculture movement that you are pretty much not only helping curate, because I sense that you guys are about 50 deep. Yeah, I read between the lines. It's an immediate family, as we like to say.
We're
50 deep here. That's for about 50 minutes. Each minute is about for one person here. Yeah.
Well, the innermost layer is 5 deep, and then we have our arms extended out to the rest of the 50 and the 500, and it goes on.
Sweet. And Subculture Presents, we'll talk about a little more of that whenever you feel to open up your heart to that, because it's a summer tale. And please, people, you stick around, because there are tickets, VIP tickets coming up, that meet and greet with the artist, and a lot more to share there. So we are, and well established, the Subculture establishment, used 50 deep, 5 that had to initiate it.
Yes.
And when was that established, and who are the founders? And it's Subculture LA, because I believe there might be another one out there. Yeah, Subculture. It's SBCLTR LA. Yeah, please, Anita.
We started off with an idea of having a lot of experiences within the music industry, as far as going out and experiencing artists and shows and seeing shows. And so the 2 founders, it was all a collective decision, and our 2 main guys that came in and said, okay, we're going to take this and we're going to do something about it, because every night they were going and seeing shows and hearing music, and they were disappointed because they weren't able to experience something.
Well, they weren't disappointed as actually where they were attending to enjoy. They were disappointed in themselves that they weren't doing something for themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where the inspiration grew from.
Yeah.
And so, of course, upon discussing it like openly, we all decided to jump in and bring our expertise together and really make something out of it.
And that was a few years ago, probably, or 10 years ago?
The early of 2016.
Oh, cheers, babies.
We
awesome.
We spent a nice cold winter in New York, and then when we got back, everybody dove deep and started the planning process. And in April of last year, we had our first event.
Yeah, I haven't experienced a cold winter in New York, but I will with my wife one day. And just in case you're tuning in just now, we are here with the publicist of Subculture, Anita Yardemian.
How do you pronounce
Yardemian.
your name properly?
Yardemian.
There you go.
I love that. That's great. It has a well, we'll talk a little more about that, but we are here. This is the Grateful Hour show, which is it's an online LA radio station, laradionow.com. And Subculture LA is what we're gathered around tonight. And our social media presence is Grateful, GratefulShow. And also that's a .com. So if you need to get a hold of us direct, it's 323 area code 286-5407. It's also empowered by Rapid Marketing, which is getrapidmarketing.com. And we will get back after this wonderful break to Anita. Right back to Anita after this wonderful track from, I believe we're probably going to pick a couple tracks from the artists that will be present at the event. Definitely. And we'll be right... Oh, there you go. There you go. I guess if I read that through, we got a little more leeway here. So thank you for that. So who and what is your role at Subculture?
I'm mainly a publicist, but I wear a lot of hats. We all wear a lot of hats. So I'm lifting as much as I can on the day of as far as prepping. Mostly not though. But I do all the publicity for all of us and for all of our artists, and getting exposure and putting ourselves out there to let it be known that we're different and we do things differently.
And I see that this next event is going to be a private setting, but where are mostly your events hosted at?
That's the golden question.
Every time it's okay, got it.
Every single time is somewhere different, and that's what makes a lot of the experience is the physical setting. And so we spend a lot of time on deciding where it is. And so
you had mentioned something about the Glendale Artist Loft.
Yes.
What is it known as formally?
Formally, well, it's called... formally, it's called 1013.
Is this like a secret spot? Not
no, it doesn't.
1013 must be the address.
I don't mean to say that it's a secret spot. It's a place of gathering for creatives and friends, and it started off as a hobby. Well, you know, our dear friend who started it, and slowly became into our second home. So it's our place of direction, of inspiration, of guidance, of a place for us to, you know, lay out all our craziness that goes on in our heads and make something out of it.
Yeah, it's a great sanctuary to be at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we will highlight Viken, Armin, and Stavros, who are European setting of artist upbringing, and they're going to be in town at the event that Anita will be expressing. So I believe we'll be right back from this commercial break. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back. Thank you. Never delayed here. But yes, if you're just tuning in, this is the Grateful Hour show, and our guest today is Anita Yardemian from Subculture. She's a publicist for Subculture. And Subculture presents a summer tale with Stavros and Viken Armin and more Saturday, June 17th. It's 21 and over, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And it's curated by Subculture, which... we spoke about the members that developed it. And it says here, we are taking over a magnificent space for 10 hours of music, food, art, fashion, and much, much more. And it's you also bring in local talent at a secret location. And you might whisper it in our ears, but let's keep it secret. And there's tickets giveaways, listeners, right here, right now on the Grateful Hour show. So continue tuning in. And the ticket giveaways, you're blessing the winners with a meet and greet.
Correct. A meet and greet with both the headliners and our local artists as well.
And please express the artist that I was fortunate enough to receive some tracks from, and I forwarded to our engineer. We're going to play a track if you want to expose that track.
Absolutely. This will be playing Viken Arman Souk. And he will be playing for us on Saturday. And he's a very visionary artist and is impressive on stage and as a producer as well. And this is one of his productions.
And Viken Arman is from Europe. And is he the one from Germany or France?
No, he's from France.
Okay, yes. Let's do this. we're singing within because that's what life is about. Never die with the music still in you, everyone. Yeah, we are back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you just tuned in, we are on laradionow.com. Of course, you are tuned in. And our show is the Grateful Hours show. And we have our guest, Anita. Please say it.
Yardemian.
Yardemian. And I mentioned to her, I said that probably has a Turkish upbringing, even though it has the Armenian influence. So if you could share not only with the event that we've been captured ourselves in, so if you could continue there on the event that we're looking forward to attend. Yeah, if you could share about the giveaways and everything. What's going on over here?
So
yes, of course.
I was going to go more in depth about our beloved artist.
Yeah, please, thank you for that.
What you just heard was called souk, and souk in the Middle East means bazaar, a marketplace for people to gather and sell their crafts and to be together and discover new things. And so he has been hosting his own souk around the world with some incredible artists. And his first LA appearance.
What language is that in, souk?
It's Arabic.
Arabic.
Yeah. And in April last year, how I mentioned it was our first event, Subculture was the first to present him in Los Angeles. And since then, even though it might seem like it's a short amount of time, but he's skyrocketed because he gave us a performance that nobody forgot. And he's also a phenomenal producer. He's getting recognized by some of the very, very older and respected DJs and producers. He just recently released on a very big label called All Day I Dream. And he's been making waves around the world. And we're very proud to have him back for the third time. So he'll take the stage, yeah.
He sure has. I mean, souk is a definition of bazaar, which is a marketplace, and he has been capturing the marketplace of the industry, and which is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. There's no glitch at all over there. And when I was growing up, a marketplace, like a bazaar, I would always seek for the licorice drink when I would walk through the Seuss.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
I love
I enjoy it so much. Actually, I was been preparing licorice for our family recently because of our symptom. It's such a medicinal thing for you, to have a good licorice drink. And we did hear the Seuss Weekend Armand, and we would love to actually hear the All Alone track right after this. Or what do you think? Which one would you like to expose?
We should put on Life. We should put on Weekend Armand's Life.
I did not forward that because I was so inspired by these two.
That's okay. Then why don't we switch it up and put some Stavros on so we give both our
Should we do Gold Town?
Sure.
Okay. Well, cool. And the whole layout here will let us know when to get to that. My goodness, we talked about the announcement giveaways a little bit of how we could have the listeners be involved. Yeah, and by the way, how do they get a hold of the subculture movement?
We're available on all platforms from Instagram to Facebook and our Pride SoundCloud. So we're available on Instagram. It's Subculture, all the vowels out. So it's SBCLTR _LA. And Facebook is Subculture LA. SoundCloud is the same as well. So as long as you do Subculture without the vowels _LA, it'll get you to where you need to be.
Cool. And how should we maintain the giveaway?
Well, we can, whoever is the first to call or text, preferably text,
let them
gets
call.
The VIP access.
Let them just simplify. Go to Grateful Hour. Yeah, let's just give it to us.
We'll shower them. We'll shower them with love and a fantastic experience.
Yeah, anyone who texts us to 323-286-5407, that's 1323-286-5407. The first text through. Let's do this, people.
But you gotta also go to the Grateful Hour show on Instagram and give us a good like.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You can't get one without the other.
I love it. And by the way, the artists, their profiles and their contact.
Well, I
Whether
think
SoundCloud,
for the sake of wordiness or lengthy, but we have all the artists on our page, so I could say it again too. It's SBCLTR _LA, and it will provide all the artists and all the information.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're gonna get into it. Let's do it. If we could please get into that track. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Now we have Stavros that's coming up. Gold Town.
I'm gonna hop over the fence. I gotta get to this event. This is great. That's Stavros Goldtown track. And how can you get a hold of this guy? I gotta give him a heart-to-heart hug when I meet them. But actually, there's 4 members you mentioned.
Correct.
4 members, 2 producers and 2 DJs.
Yes.
I love it. And you could get a hold of Stavros at his it's INSTAVROZ. That's the Instagram.
Yes.
And then we're gonna also announce Viken Arman, which is VICKENARMAN, and we are giving away tickets here right now on the Grateful Hour show. And you could text this number. The first one that texts the number, it's 323 area code 286-5407. One more time, 323 area code 286-5407. Yeah, I got...
Actually, the proper spelling of Viken Arman on Instagram is VIK. There's no C.
Correct.
So it's
My apologies.
VIKENARMAN.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. And my goodness, I'm going to get probably 12 texts, but the first one that comes in, that's great. And what, all the way through, what are you grateful for? And your desires and beliefs that have brought you this far in the process of your development?
Well, art. At the end of the day, these musicians are putting something beautiful out there, and they're communicating to us, and they want to show it off in a limelight that's well deserved and in the right hands of somebody. You can't really just sell a Picasso to any buyer. It's somebody who's educated and understands the value and understands where it belongs, and how it is a reflection of culture and a reflection on values. And it's exactly the same with music and the artists that we bring inside of our home. We give them a place to shine and show their art.
Yeah, throughout every dance floor on top of that. And if you're just tuning in, we have Anita Yardemian, who's the publicist for Subculture LA. That's SBCLTR LA. And
we're getting a lot of texts, so this is wonderful. Thank you guys for tuning in and giving a shout out to our show, and we can't wait to announce the big winner.
Yeah.
Wish we had more tickets to give away.
I'll double up if you guys keep texting.
Awesome. Oh. There you go.
Only one VIP though, but I'll still double up on full admission.
Did you guys hear that? Keep the test coming through.
Of course they're hearing it. And in the process of hearing yourself, your intuition, Anita, was there an event or a particular circumstance that helped with the alignment of your journey here?
Oh, I think it's a magnitude of multiple events that have taken place, challenges that at the time doesn't even seem like a challenge, but it's a very high mountain that we have to climb. Specifically, one that we just experienced as I was walking in through these doors.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with so many different units to make up one network, and if one unit stops working, then everything else sort of starts to fall apart. And it's about keeping everything in line, and it can get hectic, but at the end of the day, you focus on the art and you just move forward.
Definitely, it's a co-op. Every situation is a co-op. It's a coup. And your purpose and goal to help with the sorrows of mankind and in that prosperous moments. You know, whether was it your grandpa, whether it's uncle, someone alongside your upbringing, how much more did you gain out of that time from, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to piggyback the past, but how much was there? We were listening to wind instruments, and I must say my grandpa made wind instruments, and he would expose it, and we would enjoy it alongside while we would be drinking licorice juice, you know. And was there those moments there, if you could express a little bit of your upbringing? You have a Turkish influence, you have an Armenian influence.
I'm Lebanese Armenian. I'm first generation Armenian American, and it makes up so much of me. That's the whole reason of why I feel like it's important for me to express what's happening in music today, because we are witnessing part of my roots, our roots in music, and it's being translated into a modern way. And we're the new generation who's able to tell a story, not just by handmade wind instruments, which are amazing, but through other means of communication. And my family played a huge part of my upbringing. It made my culture. I'm very proud, and I come from a family of musicians, and everybody's very tight-knit, and we fight like a family, and we love like a family, and that's how our business works too.
And when we're gonna actually take a quick commercial break, but when we come back we could express a little more on that, please.
Sure. And we will also announce the winner for the tickets.
We could also do that too. Yes. Well, we'll announce that more at the end of the show, but you never know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Anita.
Thank you.
Could change even day to day. My voice is not day-to-day voice, but it's not a day-to-day voice, but you gotta just put up with it. It's all good. But hey, if you're just tuning in, this is the Grateful Hour Show.com. We're also there too. And our social media is GRATEFULHOURSHOW. Follow us there. And if you're just tuning in, once again, this is we have Anita Yardemian, who's the publicist as Subculture, SBCLTR LA. And Anita, actually, let's get back to for the ticket giveaways, if we could. We have so many people.
Yeah, just a quick insertion for people who really want to win these tickets. Make sure you are following at the Grateful Hour. But at Grateful Hour Show.
Yeah.
On social media.
Yeah, definitely. And who was the alongside your leadership? We went over that a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know, and in order for your purpose to reconnect and where you are.
Who has inspired you professionally?
My family. Yeah. And I say that with pride because they've taught me how to endure anything that I put my mind to, and that the world is so big. Even if you think that it's not possible, it is possible.
And by the way, you mentioned earlier that you hosted a charity event, which I thought was kind of interesting to share with our listeners. Do you care to?
Sure.
Go into that?
Well, I do a charity event. I mean, as a publicist in general, I wear multiple hats and my profession is in luxury brands, and so we do charity events, especially one that we host every year, and we were very proud to raise $1.8 million, and it was in the home of our former governor, and it was a fantastic outcome. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well,
and the charity was for
kids, for after-school programs for kids.
How wonderful is that?
It really felt amazing.
And you know, we have like a tradition on this show where we ask our guests, what are you grateful for at this moment in your life?
That can't be compressed down into one word. I'm grateful. I'm always grateful. I never take things for granted. I hope that wasn't too much of a political answer, but I do appreciate everything that's around me at all times, and I understand its value, and I just don't take things for granted. I'm grateful for my life.
Yeah. The best example who you just served as your client, the previous governor, Schwarzenegger, he's always kept up with that grateful mentality of pushing forward and being in the moment and teaching the next generation to do the same. And then I see commercials of him like blowing stuff up. Just like hilarious.
Wearing many hats.
Yeah, he's and when it comes to your services, you are beyond open to serve to so. I mean, are you overbooked? Are you still open for people to reach out to you and say, please?
Of course.
Yeah, please, if you could share.
Our doors are never closed.
Yeah,
What's your social media handle?
Website, direct number, anything they get a hold of you.
It's Anita Y21.
Yeah.
Anita Y21. Yeah.
And Anita, why are you always 21? And how does that happen?
I wish I was always forever 21.
Oh.
It was my number when I played basketball. It was very short-lived.
Oh,
and
cheers.
I spent most of the time warming up the bench more than I did on court.
Well,
but it
that's
was
the
still
balance.
a jersey that I love.
What do you enjoy doing these days? What are some of your
Hiking. That's my go-to
That's your
workout.
zen?
Yeah, definitely. We
Well.
have some beautiful mountains and oceans.
Well, you're a high queen. Definitely. You keep climbing, keep climbing. Yes, definitely. And just for one more time, please share however and whoever is reaching out to you. If you could just share, this is who I am as a whole, not only a publicist. You don't want to just, but as a whole, say, hello, everyone. Like, God, thank you, all of you.
Well, thank you, all of you. Really,
Yeah.
thank you to you in the studio right now. All of you have been quite incredible welcoming me. And I'm Anita, and I'm part of Subculture LA.
And should we close out? My goodness, who should we pick? Viken, Stavros? What would you like? We got it all. We got it all here. What would you like?
We can. Why don't we do?
Yeah.
Why don't we do? Let's do.
Did we-
Let's do Viken Arman all alone.
Yeah. Excellent. When I received that yesterday from you, I did not feel all alone. I felt well invited all around.
That's the power of music.
It's the power of music. Never die with the music still in you. And thank you everyone for listening to the Grateful Hour show, and give yourself time again to reach out. Text 323 area code 286-5407. Grateful Hour show.com. The social media is GRATEFULHOURSHOW. Yes, and the winner, do you have and my wife is like, we're about to announce the winner.
Should we announce the winner right now?
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
it.
so Liza, Liza, was the first person to text us.
Last name,
She
Lee.
says, hello, it's Liza. Great show. I love Viken Arman music. And Anita, you're in a great industry, ...
Okay, well, have that
And,
Lisa person text their last name.
There's another individual who texted without a name.
That's not going to qualify.
Maybe if you text back and ask for the name.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Don't know
Yeah,
if we
it's
have
all
that
up
much
to.
time.
So then both are winners.
Okay.
Okay, well, hey,
Then we
we'll
have
figure
a
it
third
out.
person.
Oh.
Well, we'll
If-
choose between these two, but we have another person
Yeah.
who says, we love Viken Arman. Hope we get the VIP tickets. But I guess Lisa got the VIP tickets, folks. So.
Cool,
Done.
Yeah.
cool. And then they could get a hold of the event online. Can you give the information?
Yes, it's easiest would be to go to Instagram and they'll get linked up from there. SBCLTR _LA.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. And this
Thank you,
is,
Anita.
this track, All Alone.
Bye.